We're not.
Is it working?
All right, everyone. Thank you for your patience. We're about to get started. If you could, let's give a shout out to our staff at Park Place for the dinner and the service. All right, you're up, Jeff?
Yeah.
I have the pleasure of introducing our retired athletic director from Fordson High School and a significant contributor to our club on an ongoing basis. Jeff has done a phenomenal job helping us out. Let's give a warm welcome to Jeff Delview.
Thank you. I'm just going to be up here for a second before we start the Hall of Fame, but if you have a family that you think would want to see this, we are live streaming right now. It's the Fordson Varsity Club YouTube channel. So if you want to text people and tell them, hey, you can watch the fat guy get up here and talk, do it. Okay? Big bones, right? So basically, we're going to get started. I'm going to introduce the guy that makes it all run, Howard Pinkston.
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Some guys probably don't want to hear me. Listen, what a great crowd we have tonight. I want to thank everybody. This is our 64th year. Basically, right now, I would like to recognize the dignitaries we have. We have the Honorable Dean Hunt. Robert Abraham. Pat Gianrojo. I'd also like to recognize our board of directors. These guys, if you would stand, or you can name all of you. Without these guys, the time and effort these guys put into this club, this is what makes this club run like it does. It's smooth, and their dedication, it's the tractor. That's all I can say is that us tractors, we've all just gotten together and made this club better every year, and we're going to continue to do that. And it's with the help of all these board of directors. So let's give them a hand. I'd also like to recognize the coaches and everybody that's involved with the staff at Fordson for all the games. Do a tremendous job. Without them, basically, the impact that these guys have on our student athletes is what we all reach for. This one, sure, the Fordson tradition lives on, and they're a big part of that. So let's give them a hand. As alumni, we have a unique opportunity to continue supporting the next generation of Fordson athletes. Your presence here tonight demonstrates that enduring commitment. Let's continue to foster that spirit, enduring that future tractors have the same incredible opportunities that we all had. I would like to introduce our athletic director, Rick Dorn. He'll give you an update on our new coaching staff for our football team. And, Rick, are you here? Yep.
Am I here? I just spoke to you 2 minutes ago. First of all, I want to congratulate all our new inductees. Great night. Your legacy that you left that here at Fordson over your 4 years is still being felt each and every day with our athletes. So thank you and congratulations. Our club, they do a great job in supporting us. They help in providing positive experiences for all our kids and for all our athletes. And again, I just want to thank the club for all they do as well. Howard asked me just to kind of give you an update on how the year's gone. A lot of change within our department. Walker has stepped aside after many years, and we're so appreciative of the job that he did for us as a football coach. Not only a football coach, but a mentor to so many young people, many that are maybe in here tonight. And so we really appreciate all that he has done. We went out and put on a search for our football coach, and we came up with Coach Mohammed Shaitu, who's been on our staff for a few years. He's already off to a great start. The kids are working hard each and every day. The staff is coming together nicely. So we're really excited about not only this next year, because we're going to have a really good group for a team this next year, but we're really excited about what's happening moving forward. So that the football coach and the staff is in good hands. Just to give you a kind of update on what we've done on the field and on the court of play. Our soccer team had a phenomenal season this past year, winning our East Division of the KLAA. We had 2 all-state athletes, a first teamer and a second teamer. They lost a heartbreaker at the district final in what was a really good game with our crosstown rivals at Etzel. And we're so proud of what they were able to do. Football team once again made it to the playoffs. Had a nice run in the middle of their season. And again, we're looking forward to great things. That was a very young team. In the winter, probably our most up-and-coming program within our department is our wrestling team. And we have some of the best young coaches around in our wrestling program, and they're doing a phenomenal job. We had 4 state qualifiers and 2 all-state athletes, which I know somebody will correct me if I'm wrong that's in here tonight. I believe it's the first time we've had 2 all-staters in the same year. No, never mind. Forget it, I said that. Second time. So I knew somebody was catching me now. So great year with those guys. And one of the great things that they're doing is working with our youth. So we started a youth program within the city of Dearborn, kind of a together program with our friends at Dearborn who are doing it as well. They're kind of joined together with that. We just held a middle school tournament this past Friday with over 50 wrestlers and a really good turnout from the community as well. So we're excited about that. Here in the spring, girls basketball was also a district finalist state. Really young team. We lost, I think, 6 seniors off last year's team. So they were able to turn it around at the end. They got to the district finals, and they're going to be coming back next year with just about everybody. So we're really excited with what they're going to be bringing back. This spring, we got some phenomenal track athletes, especially from our freshman class. And we're looking forward to seeing them as they run for a state championship here in the next couple of weeks. We expect several of them to qualify. We're just kind of in the middle. We did get a good note that our softball team won a game today against Crestwood. So we're excited about what they were able to do as well. More change with our program is our league. Some of you have asked me and maybe heard the rumors that Livonia schools have left the KLAA. So we are now in the process of determining what our next steps are within our league, whether we're going to add 3 more teams, continue to participate in the KLAA, or look at our options elsewhere, which might be creating our own league, joining one that's in the kind of the vicinity of the area, or making what we got better. So those are kind of the changes that are going on. We've had 3 meetings on this in this week alone. We probably meet more than we should about this, but we're excited about the possibilities of that as well. And we added boys volleyball this year, which is exciting, really exciting. And they got off to a 10-0 start. They're going to be co-division champions. for the league, for the club, and then next year it becomes an MHSA sport. So we're really excited about that new addition. So that's kind of the season or the year in a nutshell. We appreciate you guys being here, everything you do for us and our athletes. Couldn't do what we do without the club and your guys' help. So we thank you.
Thank you, Rick. Rick's doing a phenomenal job. He had big shoes to fill. Is that a fat joke? No, it's not a fat joke. It's a big shoe joke. We are working on some really exciting things for the future right now. Our newest board member, Rich Hale, who was with the University of Michigan. Rich is going to take us to hopefully a new level where we haven't been before. We want to reach and want to connect with more alumni near and far. We will focus on improving our communication channels, utilizing social media and other platforms to reach out to those who may not currently be involved. A stronger network benefits us all. Please, homecoming, we need volunteers. If you guys, anybody in this, just get a hold of Bob Abraham, Mike Pepperscoff, and we need all the help we can get. Those are 3 days that it's usually the same 5, 6, 7 guys. We need help. And so if you guys, anybody can reach out, it would be much appreciated. And other than that, thank you guys for coming. Go Tractors.
Tractors!
All right, you have to go to the bathroom, you gotta go now. Okay, I'm just gonna say a couple things about the club and some of the history of the Hall of Fame, and then we'll move on, okay? One thing I like to mention every year is about 5 years ago, the club tried to force their way into the 21st century. We came up with the women's scholarship, and so for any female athlete of ours that went away to play somewhere, they were able to get a $1,000 scholarship per year they were there from the club. And I think it was a great idea to try to, get some more equity in our club and things like that. We have 4 that got a scholarship this year. Diana Sala played at Northern Colorado University. Batul Rita is the starting goalie at Dayton. And then Serena and Rokaya Ajami, twins, they're both playing. One was playing at Siena Heights and the other one,
Purdue Northwest.
Purdue Northwest, okay? So Diana, this is her last year. Hopefully we'll get, a couple more that are great athletes that can go on and play somewhere. And I think the club doing that was a great move. A little quick history on the Hall of Fame. We tried to start it, in 2019, 18, we started talking about it. Then COVID hit, we kind of took a back seat for a while. But then with the help of the club and the funding, obviously the funding is very important. We're talking about a lot of money for plaques and rings and things like that. And I think the club's ability to do that was awesome. For those of you that are new to this, we have 3 wings on our Hall of Fame at Fordson. One is the athletic wing, which is the one that's, most known. We also have a coach's wing that has 11 in it. And we also have, which I think, was a good thing, we had a dedicated contributors wing, which honored people that weren't necessarily great athletes at the school or coaches, but they were integral parts of what we are. And I think that was a good move on their part as well. And so what we've done is we have these big individual plaques. I'm going to hold one up right here. And these go right outside of the AD's office in G Hall there. There's a big showcase. It's got every plaque of everybody that's in the Hall of Fame. And we also have giant, I guess you would call it plaques that has everybody's name on it. So when you walk into the gym through the vestibule there, you'll see them posted, all 4. There's 4 of them now because we keep adding more. So if you get over to Fordson, but if you haven't been there in a while and you just came back into town, I would advise you try to get over there. Because what we've done with the gym, what's happened outside with some of the the signage that we put up. The gym looks completely different. If you haven't been here since 1985 or whatever, you should probably stop over there because you'll like what you see. After this year entrance, we will have 64 athletes, 11 coaches, and 30 dedicated contributors in the Hall of Fame. Next year, everybody who gets their plaque this year for getting in the Hall of Fame will be invited back next year to get their rings, and the 2026 class will be inducted. If you're interested in nominating someone, it says there's forms in the back, but I'm not sure Mr. Bruce came through for me, so. You know the 100 copies of forms you're supposed to be in? There it is. Okay, well, you can always, my email's jeffdeljunas@yahoo.com. It's really easy if you can spell it. If you don't, come and see me, and you can email me, and I'll put your person on the nomination form. Nominations are due by June 1st, because right after that, we'll be meeting. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to introduce the ring ceremony, and obviously, please, at the end, after I'm done, and I know you guys are going to be so thrilled that I'm done, stick around. We have a 50-50 drawing. We have door prizes, so and the bar's open, so you don't have to run out of here as soon as we're done, okay? Okay, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to introduce our Hall of Famers from last year to come up and get their rings, and then they're going to have a seat right there, and they're going to stay there for the rest of the performance, and once we get our plaque winners out, they're going to stand behind them, and we're going to get a big group picture, and then we'll move on to the TVs. Okay? I'm going to do this the best I can, but some of the, I'm really long-winded, so you're going to have to deal with it. Our first nominee, I'm going from oldest to the youngest in this, okay? Howard Pinky Pinkston, dedicated contributor. Howard Pinky Pinkston was a 1941 graduate of Fordson and a 3-year starter in football. After serving in the 1st Marine Division in WW2 at Guadalcanal, Howard immediately began giving back to his alma mater, speaking about his experiences to Fordson students upon his return. A founding member of the Fordson Varsity Alumni Club, he remained a staple in the club for the remainder of his life, working every fundraiser and donating the building materials for the first Fordson press box. One of the great Fordson men, Howard never missed a football game, was the first of three generations of stars tractor athletes. He joins his son Howard in the Hall of Fame. Accepting his ring tonight will be his great-grandson, Jack. Sam Petchlikoff, a 1942 graduate of Fordson. Sam Petchlikoff was a winner of 8 varsity letters at his alma mater. He was a tremendous athlete who set school records in track. A World War II vet, Sam served as a police officer in Dearborn for 36 years, serving our city and country with honors. He was a founding member of the Fordson Varsity Alumni Club and was an active member well into his 90s. He remains the longest tenured board member and the longest serving sergeant at arms for the club. Sam's dedication to the Fordson Tractors throughout his long and successful life was incredible. He enters the Hall of Fame with his brother Mike and joins his nephew Michael in the Hall. Who's accepting it for Sam? I'm sorry, I didn't write it down. I wrote everybody else down. His son Dave collected that award for him. John Golich, a 1945 graduate of Fordson. John Golich was an important member of the 1943 football state championship team. It was on the baseball field that he was exceptional, earning all state honors his senior season. John joined the military, serving at the end of World War II, delaying his professional baseball career until 1950. He was signed by the New York Giants organization and hit an incredible .362 in Erie. After that season, John was again called to serve his country, and he answered again, serving in Korea for 2 years. Upon his return, John played 3 more seasons, hitting over 300 twice more in the Giant, Dodger, and White Sox organization. Collecting his ring will be his son, John. Okay, let's see if I can do it right this time. Mike Petlichkoff, Senior. A 1945 graduate of Fordson, Mike Petlichkoff was a member of the 1943 state championship team. After serving his country in the U.S. Navy, Mike continued to serve as a Dearborn firefighter for 36 years. With his brother Sam, he was instrumental in the founding of the Fordson Varsity Alumni Club as a charter member in the early 60s and served on its board for decades. In the 60s, Mike coached Little League football and along with Sam Gilardi and Arnold Vanzo became the three 1943 state champions to coach athletes who would later win the 1971 state championship at Fordson. Mike enters the Hall of Fame with his brother Sam, joining his son Michael. Michael, want to come up? Harry Shishanian, dedicated contributor. Harry Shishanian was a very dedicated Fordson tractor for almost 4 decades, beginning in the 80s. He served as a member of the tractor chain gang for over a quarter century into his mid-80s, alongside his good friend and Hall of Fame inductee, Frank Serrazio. During the basketball season, he and Frank attended games regularly, sitting in the normal seats at midcourt. Harry would laugh while Frank instructed the referees. Most to go his fatherly manner, easy smile, and consistent loyalty to the tractors was always a welcome sight at Fordson. Harry joins his son Mark, who entered the Hall of Fame in 2022. Accepting his award tonight is his grandson Michael. Frank Serrazio, dedicated contributor. Frank Serrazio was a very dedicated Fordson tractor for almost 4 decades, beginning in the 80s. Sending all of his children to Fordson, he was involved in tractor sports as a parent and helped many future Fordson athletes by coaching elementary school sports. He served as a member of the tractor chain gang for over a quarter century into his early 80s, alongside his good friend and Hall of Fame inductee Harry. With Harry, he spent many nights in the Fordson gym cheering on the tractors and teaching the referees. His dedication to Fordson athletes and our athletic program was immense. Frank Serrazio, his son Frank, will be coming up and getting his ring. Make sure I have stuff here. John Pareto, the dedicated contributor. A 1956 graduate of Fordson, John Pareto was an accomplished basketball player for the Tractors. After a stint at the University of Detroit, he became a firefighter and continued serving the public in Dearborn Heights and Howell for over 50 years. John joined the Varsity Club in the late 70s and has been an integral part of the club hierarchy since then. He has been consistently present at fundraisers throughout his tenure. John will be inducted into the Hall of Fame with his brother Bill. John Pareto.
Thank you.
Careful.
Okay. Okay.
Bill Pareto, dedicated contributor. A 1966 graduate of Fordson, Bill Pareto was a 3-sport athlete during his time as a tractor. He has dedicated a great portion of his life to the Fordson Varsity Alumni Club, being a member for over half a century. Bill has been on the board of directors for the last 2 decades and has served as the club's sergeant-at-arms during recent years. His consistent support of the tractor athletes and his alma mater is an amazing tribute to his love for the school. He enters the Hall of Fame with his brother John. Bill Pareto. Okay, I'm going to read, even if they're not here, I'm going to read their bio, okay? We have a couple of guys that couldn't make it. One guy's in Europe. One gentleman couldn't make it. Larry Montree, a 1959 graduate of Fordson. Larry Montree won 8 varsity letters in football, basketball, and track. He was slated to be All-State during his senior year, but an injury in his first game as a senior cut his high school career short. However, that did not deter him from becoming the best tight end in the Big 8, starring on the Iowa State football team from 1960 to 1962. In basketball, Larry was a key contributor to 3 regional championship teams, including a state semifinal appearance in 1958, helping defeat future Piston and Nick Great, David Busher in the regional. Larry Montry. Stanley Janik. Widely regarded as the best passing big man in the history of Fordson basketball, Stan Janik started for the Tractors for all 3 of his seasons. He was a contributing member on 3 district championship teams and the missing piece on the 1965 team who made it to the state quarterfinals. A January graduate in 1965, Stan was forced to leave the team during the middle of the season. The team lost in the quarterfinals to the eventual state champions from Benton Harbor. Popular beliefs maintain that All-State Stan would not have been a January graduate. The Tractors would have completed a state championship season. Stan Janik. Ralph Waliba. A 1967 graduate of Fordson, Ralph Waliba earned 5 varsity letters in football and basketball. He excelled on the football field, winning all state honorable mention honors in the senior season. In basketball, Ralph was a 3-year letter winner, was a member of 2 regional championship teams in 1965 and 6, and team captain in 67. After high school, Ralph went to Michigan State University, eventually earning a full scholarship. He lettered for 3 years at MSU and started every game his senior year at outside linebacker. After college, he was signed as a free agent with the NFL St. Louis Cardinals, playing in 5 exhibition games. Ralph Waliba. Joe Syrian, a 1970 graduate. Joe Syrian was the first individual to win a state championship in wrestling. He was a 3-year letter winner and served as captain of the team during his senior season. Who's that? Is that you, Howard? Who is that? I just had to make sure it wasn't me. Joe was a 3-year letter winner and served as captain of the team during his senior season. During that year, Joe won 3 regular season invitationals. I'm sorry, Joe. 3 regular season invitationals, and then went on to win the district, regional, and state championships. He was appropriately in the Dearborn Preston Guys Wrestler of the Year in 1970. Joe Syrian. Chuck Dexter, dedicated contributor. A 1972 graduate of Fordson, Chuck Dexter played on the 1971 state championship football team. His 4 brothers also won letters in football, leaving a family legacy for the Dexters. Chuck joined the varsity club in the early 80s and spent the last 4 decades serving his alma mater. He's been a board member for the last 2 decades, and for the last 10 years has served as the vice president. Chuck has been a staple at all the fundraising activities for the club and has helped raise thousands of dollars for the Fordson Athletic Department. Chuck Dexter. Tim Swace is not here. He's in Europe. He texted me. He apologized. A 1973 graduate of Fordson, Tim Swace was one of the most am I pronouncing that right? Twice? Okay, sorry. Most decorated track athlete in school history. A 3-time letter winner, Tim dominated track during his senior year in 1973. He achieved all league, all state honors, winning the regional and state championship in the 180-yard low hurdles. During that season, Tim won 17 straight races. Apart from his dominance in the hurdles, he also helped the 880 relay team set the school record, as well as achieving a 4th place finish in the state championship. Tim went on to Central Michigan University, while he helped to create a Mid-American Conference hurdle dynasty. Tim Sweet. Louis Musa, dedicated contributor. Graduate, former 3-sport athlete at Fordson, Louis Musa has dedicated much of his life to the student athletes of his alma mater. He's always willing to help at football games, and his friendly demeanor is a constant wherever he goes. Louis joined the Varsity Alumni Club in 1979 and has remained a fixture in the club for the last 45 years. He has served on the board of directors for the past 2 decades and has been a staple at every fundraiser the club has run. His caring for the fortunes of Fordson and its athletes is obvious, and he's a very deserving Hall of Fame member. Louis Musa. I don't think she's here.
No way.
Val Renbeck.
No way.
You're here, Bill? I was looking for you all day and I couldn't find you. Great, I'm glad you're here. An 8-time letter winner in 4 sports. You told me you were coming, so that's why I didn't know what was going on. Val Renbeck was one of the pioneers of girls varsity sports in Fordson. She was an all-league performer on the 1976 volleyball state championship team. While volleyball was Val's best sport, she was equally dominant on the track, where she set school records in the high jump, the 100 hurdles, and the 440 relay. After high school, she went on to play volleyball at Michigan State University for 3 years, where she was voted most valuable player in 1980. Being among the best female athletes in the history of Fordson, she paved the way for the future of Fordson female athletics. Val Renbeck. Eddie Guido. In 1980, graduate of Fordson, Ed Guido lettered in football, wrestling, and track. He was part of league championships in football and track during his career at Fordson. In football, he achieved all-city, all-league, and all-state honors, and was also named a centenary prep All-American during his senior season. He averaged over 10 yards per carry as a track running back and team MVP in 1979. Ed also started as a wrestler and in track. After high school, he achieved a full football scholarship to Saginaw Valley State University. Ed Guido.
Man, well deserved, Daddy.
I love Fordson.
And
Lisa Nabozny, an Estes. In 1981, graduate of Fordson, Lisa Nabozny was the first woman to win 9 varsity letters for the Tractors, receiving all-city honors in all 3 sports during her senior season. In basketball, she was a 2-time all-city and all-conference performer, leading the team in scoring. Her athletic gifts were just a part of her storied career at Fordson, also achieving a 4.0 career grade point average and being named the Fordson Homecoming Queen in the fall of 1980. Her achievements helped ignite Fordson become one of the best female athletic programs in the area during the 1980s. Lisa Nabozny. Jamal L. In 1982, graduate of Fordson, Jamal L. earned 6 varsity letters from the Tractors in football and basketball. As a football captain, Jamal helped lead Fordson to the 1980 state championship game. He was also named twice to the All-State team and played in the Michigan Football Coaches Association All-Star game. In basketball, he was the captain on the 1982 district championship team. After high school, Jamal received a football scholarship to Kent State University. He has maintained his ties to his alma mater, serving as a coach at Fordson and remaining a big part of the Varsity Alumni Club. Jamal L. Very impressive. He's going right to the red carpet.
Great job. Yeah, baby.
Walker couldn't make it tonight. Fuad Zaban, only the second member to enter the Hall of Fame as a coach and an athlete with his high school coach, John McIntyre. Fuad Zaban graduated in 1988. He was the first 12-letter winner in school history, becoming the standout athlete in football, basketball, and track. Walker was a member of the 1984 state finalist team in his freshman year and helped lead the football team to 3 league championships. As a senior, he was all-state running back who single-handedly led the Tractors to a huge win over Etzel Ford with 4 touchdowns. Leadership was a big part of Fawad's career, and he captained all 3 sports his senior year. He went on to play football at Grand Valley State and returned to Fordson to become one of the most influential people in school history. Fawad Zaban. Carlos Smith. A 10-time letter winner, Carlos Smith was an outstanding athlete at Fordson in the mid-90s. A 2-year starting quarterback and all-state selection, Carlos led the Tractors to the quarterfinals in 1996 and captained Fordson in 1997. In basketball, he led it for 3 years and was also a captain during his senior season. One of the most well-respected Fordson athletes, Carlos received a full-ride scholarship to play football at Western Michigan University, starting as safety during his senior year in 2002. Accepting his award, Coach Mark Shishani.
Well deserved, Mark.
Okay, now we're going to get to this year's, what we're all here for, right?
Yeah.
This year's people. Make sure I'm set here. Okay. We're going to go in age before beauty. We're starting at the top and working our way down. First off, Wyman Jacobs. A 1955 graduate of Fordson, Wyman Jacobs was a 3-sport athlete, earning varsity letters in football, swimming, and track. However, it was in the pool where he truly excelled, playing a vital role in Fordson's state championship swim teams of 1952, 1953, and 1954. As a member of the 200-yard freestyle relay team, Wyman helped set both state and national records, contributing to one of the most dominant swim programs in the country. Wyman credits Coach Gus Stager not only for his swimming success, but also for instilling invaluable life lessons that have guided him throughout his life. After high school, Wyman served in the U.S. Army, achieving a first-class ranking before spending nearly 4 decades at Ford Motor Company. A proud family man, Wyman has 5 children, 12 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren. Wyman Jacobs. Are you up? Okay. We got a special prize. Okay. All right. So this is my daughter Cece. She's 8. She's going to introduce her papa. I might have to help her because ChatGPT did these plaques for me. Guy Del Judas.
Okay. A 1966 graduate of Fordson and a member of a dedicated contributor Hall of Fame. Guy Del Judas was a standout athlete, earning 5 varsity letters in basketball and tennis. On the basketball court, Guy played a key role in 3 district championships, 2 regional titles, and 2 state quarterfinal appearances. In both 1965 and 1966, the Tractors tournament runs ended at the hands of the eventual state champions. As a senior, he became Coach John McIntyre's first captain and led Fordson to a regional championship victory over heavily favored UD High School. That season, he averaged over 20 points per game and earned all-city, all-conference, and all-state honors. After high school, Guy played 3 years of basketball at Ferris State University before earning a teaching degree at Eastern Michigan University. Beginning in 1981, he dedicated himself to coaching multiple sports, student athletes at Fordson, leaving at a lasting impact on generations of student athletes in recognition of his contributions. The Dearborn Public Schools honored him in 2019 by naming the Fordson basketball court in his honor.
That was really good. She reads better than I do. So she gets all her smarts from my wife. All right, Greg Weir, a 1973 graduate of Fordson. Greg Weir was a key contributor in the back-to-back undefeated football teams of 1971 and 72. The 1971 team, considered the most dominant in Fordson history, captured the state championship. Over those 2 seasons, Greg and his teammates outscored their opponents by a staggering 529 to 66 margin. I'm going to go off the cuff here for a second. How a team that won it all that dominantly in 1971 and goes undefeated in 1972 doesn't win it again is insane. Okay? During his senior year, Greg was recognized as the most valuable offensive and defensive lineman in the Border Cities League and earned all-state honors from both Detroit newspapers. He was also awarded the American Cancer Society's prestigious Vince Lombardi Block of Granite Award. In addition to football, Greg excelled in track, earning 2 varsity letters and contributing to 2 league championship teams. After high school, he continued his football career at Central Michigan University before embarking on a successful 40-year career in the hospitality industry. Greg Weir. So, just as the plaque winners can come up again and go back and sit down, and then we'll bring them up later for the rest of it. Congratulations. Mary Ann Thomas. A 1977 graduate of Fordson, Mary Ann Thomas played a pivotal role in establishing the proud tradition of tractor women's sports. Earning 6 varsity letters across 4 sports, she was a key contributor to the 1976 volleyball state championship team. Her dominance in volleyball was further recognized with back-to-back all-state honors in 1976 and 1977, an achievement rarely seen in Fordson history. Mary Ann also excelled in track, winning a regional championship in the long jump in 1976. She set school records in the long jump, the 220 dash, and the 800-yard relay, and was a vital member of multiple league championship teams. After high school, Mary Ann played 2 seasons of volleyball at the University of Michigan before shifting her focus to a successful career in mechanical engineering. Mary Ann Thomas. Okay, please.
So I just want to say something. This was such an honor. I was very surprised. I am from an immigrant family. I am first generation college, and I just hope that Dearborn Fordson continues to celebrate their immigrant families.
Okay, John Shirk, Hall of Fame member, is going to introduce or read his brother's bio.
Okay, I'm here to celebrate my little brother, Jim Shirk. Just to be clear, Jim Shirk was this big, okay? He was not really my little brother. He was my big, younger brother, okay? And he lettered, well, he's from 1975 to 1978. He lettered in football, swimming, and baseball. In 1978, graduate of Fordson, he got 9 letters, 3 in football, swimming, and baseball. He was a natural leader. He captained the 1977 league champion football team. And Jim truly excelled in swimming, particularly in the individual medley and the medley relay, events in which he still holds the school records nearly half a century later, you have to look real close because on the record board, you'll see Jay Shirk, like 68 and 69, and then Jay Shirk, 1978. That's how you know that those are Jimmy's records and the other ones are mine. So his dominance in the pool earned him all state honors in both 1977 and 1978. And after Fordson, and again, he was a tremendous catcher for the baseball team, and everybody loved him. After Fordson, Jim continued his athletic career at Albion College, where he starred as a tight end going both ways for 4 years. Demonstrating his versatility, once again, he also lettered 4 years in lacrosse. And so now he is in the Hall of Fame along with me, and it is a well-deserved honor for him. And thank you all very much for doing it. The co-captain is here, and I'd like him to say a little something for him. And we'll try to talk as fast.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to say Jimmy was my best friend in high school. Kind of sad he's not here to celebrate his honors. We were co-captains of the undefeated 77 team, and he was just a great guy. For those of you that knew him, obviously his athletic accomplishments speak for themselves. So it was an honor knowing Jimmy all these years, and we love you, boy. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to all the boys.
That was awesome. Kevin W. Harris. Here comes 1983. Yeah, come on up here and stand so I can read your bio. But first, Kevin's going to put his varsity jacket on.
I don't think so.
In 1983, graduate of Fordson, Kevin Harris won 5 varsity letters in football and track. He was an integral part of an incredibly successful football seasons, 3 for the Tractors, which included 3 regional and league championships and 2 state runner-up teams, ending with a 31-4 record. As a running back, wide receiver, and defensive safety, Kevin put up astounding statistics in both of his junior and senior seasons. As a senior captain, he set an all-time school record with over 2,000 all-purpose yards, scoring 16 touchdowns, and on defense, intercepting 14 passes. Coach Justice commented that in 1982, Harris was the best two-way player in the state of Michigan and the heart and soul of our team. For all these reasons, Kevin was named All-State First Team in both Detroit newspapers and also won the Danielson Award as the best football player in the city, which sported at that time 4 state-ranked teams. After high school, Kevin turned down several scholarship opportunities to serve his community as a police officer for 28 years, retiring a heavily decorated and highly honorable member of the police force. Kevin Harris.
Few words I won't say up here all night, but I want to thank the committee. I want to thank the alumni and what a great job that they do, have done, and always will do with our support. I want to thank everyone before me, Jamal Els, Eddie Guidos, the Savolkas that paved the way for myself. Just as I hope that I paved the way from 1980 to 1983 for all the guys and women after me. That's what we're all about Fordson, is being a team, and it just doesn't stop on your year or the 3 years that you play. We're a band of brothers and sisters, and I've learned that, and especially my senior year. Without all the players that went to class all day and put a practice uniform on and put a game uniform on and didn't play, they stood there the whole game, and they were an integral part, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have been the team that we were. It doesn't take 22 guys to do what we did. It takes a whole plethora of them, and I commend them, and proud to say that I am a Fordson tractor with our past people, men and women, and the people, men and women after me. There's still a part of me, and I'm proud to have some guys that played in the pros and number one schools. Tom Anastos didn't play sports at Fordson, but guy's a legend when it comes to hockey. He's from Fordson. So he's a part of us. We're a community. And our Fordson football is football strong and athletically strong. And I just want to thank everybody for supporting each and every team. And I'm very, very proud to stand here amongst all the other awardees and just the men and women that I played with and for, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be standing here right now. So just want to thank the committee, association, and everybody that supports Fordson. We're one of a kind, and it's been like this for way longer than I've been around. And I hope it stays that way longer than when I'm gone. But we need to carry that tradition. And I just want to say thank you, and Fordson strong, baby.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Came from the heart.
Okay, this young lady had surgery and couldn't be here tonight. Summer Baydoun, a 1994 graduate of Fordson. Summer Baydoun was a standout three-sport athlete, earning 9 varsity letters in basketball, volleyball, track, and field. As a senior, she earned all conference and all city honors in both basketball and volleyball, while helping lead Fordson to 3 district championships in basketball. However, it was in track where Summer truly left her mark, becoming one of the most decorated field event athletes in tractor history. She set the school record in the discus, an achievement that still stands today 30 years later. Dominating the event, she won back-to-back regional championships in 1993 and 4, before capping off her high school career with a Class A state championship in the discus in 1994. Her exceptional accomplishments earned her recognition as the Dearborn Recreation Department's Female Athlete of the Year in 1993-94. Continuing her success at Central Michigan University, Summer broke the school district record as a freshman and went on to be All Mid-American Conference 3 times. Summer Baydoun. Steve Shell. A 1995 graduate of Fordson, Steve Shell was a standout distance runner, earning 7 varsity letters in cross country and track. As one half of the most dominant long distance duels in Michigan history, he made a lasting mark on the sport. During his senior year, Steve finished as a state runner-up in both the cross country state meet and the 3,200 meter run at the state track meet. His exceptional performance in cross country earned him a spot at the prestigious Foot Locker Nationals alongside his teammate Abdul El-Zindani. Continuing his running career at Michigan State University, Steve's accolades only grew. He set the school record in the 10,000 meters, a mark that still stands nearly 3 decades later, and won the Big Ten Indoor Championship in the 3,000 meters. In 1999, he placed 6th at the NCAA Championships, and the following year, he qualified for the 2000 Olympic trials. After graduating from Michigan State in 2000, Steve has continued to give back to the sport, recently beginning his coaching career in cross country and track. Steve Shell. Lenny Baydoun. This is dedicated, we're starting to dedicate contributors now. A 1990 graduate of Fordson, Lenny Baydoun was a standout athlete who later became a driving force behind the growth and improvement of Fordson athletics. During the resurgence of Little League football in Dearborn, Lenny played a key role in reforming the league, helping to revitalize youth football in the community. In 2007, she became the treasurer and leading member of the Fordson Booster Club, where her dedication and vision helped propel the school's athletic program into the future. Lenny's tireless work, determination, and ability to advocate for Fordson student athletes led to significant improvements in facilities. Her persistence in pushing for a new concessionary and restrooms helped transform the Fordson football stadium, creating a better experience for athletes and fans alike. Without her leadership, Fordson athletics would not have reached the level of success it enjoys today. Thank you. You're the youngest. I started backwards. I'm sorry. She's the youngest, by the way. I started backwards. Let's go back to the beginning. I'm lost. Okay, here we go. Val Ventro, dedicated contributor. If I can find his plaque. You hid that on me. A 1944 graduate of Fordson, Val Ventro was a standout athlete and key member of the 1943 state championship football team. After high school, he served in the Army during World War II, where he continued playing football. Following his service, he was drafted by the Detroit Lions, but his professional career was cut short by injury. Undeterred, Val remained deeply involved in the sport, teaming up with Fordson great Tom Steidout and the legendary coach Vince Lombardi to help establish the Canadian Football League. In the late 50s, Val became one of the founding members of the Fordson Varsity Alumni Club, an organization that has since donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to Fordson athletics and the Henry Ford College Scholarship Fund. His vision and leadership helped shape the future of Fordson athletics, ensuring resources and opportunities for generations of student athletes. Without the club he helped create, Fordson athletics would look entirely different today. His forward-thinking contributions and the lifelong dedication to Fordson make Val Ventro one of the most influential figures in tractor history. Receiving his award tonight will be his grandson, Brian Haddad. Big John Christoph. A 1954 graduate of Fordson, John Christoph was a 3-year letterman in football. His talent on the field earned him scholarship offers from multiple schools, including the University of Maryland, but an injury ultimately prevented him from continuing his playing career. In the early 60s, John became a founding member of the Fordson Varsity Alumni Club, an idea that emerged from many alumni gatherings and his family business, Christoph's. This club has been the cornerstone of Fordson athletics for more than 60 years, providing vital support to student athletes. John played an integral role in the homecoming booth, which began in 1979 and has since become the club's primary fundraising effort. His passion for Fordson and its traditions was unmatched, and he cherished every moment spent with his fellow tractors. Affectionately known as Big John, he took great pride in Christoph's, serving as the official headquarters of the Fordson Varsity Alumni Club, ensuring its mission lived on for future generations. Accepting his award today was his son, Mike. Brian Riley began his teaching career as a dedicated contributor. Brian Riley began his teaching career at Fordson in 1995, spending 13 years as a math instructor. In 1996, he joined the baseball coaching staff, where he has remained a dedicated presence for nearly 3 decades, which is saying a lot because it's been a rough ride. We appreciate it. It's been tough. His tireless work ethic, I'm talking about after you guys play, okay? Don't get all upset. I'm talking about recently. God, you just see him go, what about us? His tireless work ethic and steady coaching style has made him a favorite among players and colleagues alike. Beyond the baseball field, Brian has been a vital contributor to Fordson athletics in numerous ways. Since the start of his teaching career, he's served as a basketball scorer and timer, while also assisting the athletic department in various capacities. On football game days, he's taken on the role of ambassador for visiting teams, ensuring they feel welcome with his professionalism and friendly demeanor. For nearly 30 years, Brian Riley has been an integral part of the Fordson community, embodying dedication, leadership, and the spirit of Tractor Athletics. Brian Riley.
Thanks, Ryan.
These guys work for me, so it's hard for me.
Thank you, Brian.
Terry Massimani, Buscemi. A 1983 graduate of Fordson, Terry Massimani has been the heart and soul of Fordson athletic events for the past 2 decades. Since becoming the league secretary in 2006, Terry has been a dedicated presence at football, soccer, volleyball, basketball, and wrestling events, working the gate, ensuring smooth operations. Her tireless commitment and willingness to assist at games has been invaluable to the athletic department. Even after transitioning to another high school for her day job, we won't mention which high school that is. Dear Lord. Terry remained a staple of Fordson event staff, continuing to be a reliable and respected figure within the program. 2 decades later, she remains dedicated to creating a welcoming game day experience while also holding students accountable for representing Fordson with pride. Her love for Fordson is undeniable, and her impact on the athletic community is immeasurable. Terry Massimani. Who's older? You or him? Bruce? Okay, we'll go Bruce then. Kevin Bruce began his storied coaching career at Fordson in 1987. Oh my God, is he old. Over nearly 4 decades, he taught English and physical education while coaching multiple sports from 1987 to 2022. His dedication to Fordson athletics spans more than 50 combined seasons across boys basketball, boys and girls track, boys and girls cross country, baseball, and softball. From 1992 to 1996, Kevin served as the head boys basketball coach, leading the team to notable success, most memorably in the 1994 season when his squad upset state-ranked Belleville. After nearly 30 years in the classroom, he transitioned into the role as graduation interventionist, a position he continues to hold today. Beyond coaching and teaching, Kevin has been an invaluable part of the Fordson athletic department, serving as a dedicated event manager for the past 5 years. His tireless work ethic and positive influence have impacted thousands of students and athletes, solidifying his legacy at Fordson. Kevin Bruce now joins his late father Tom in the dedicated contributor Hall of Fame, a fitting honor for a lifetime tragedy. Kevin. Chuck Silver, dedicated contributor. Chuck Silver began his Fordson journey as a student teacher in 1992, before joining the faculty as a math instructor the following year. In addition to teaching, he coached baseball for 5 seasons and softball for 1. Chuck's involvement in Fordson athletics started early in his teaching career when he took on the role of basketball scorer and timer. His dedication to the athletic department continued, leading to his appointment as boys athletic director in 2007, a position he held for 3 years before serving as Fordson's assistant principal for 5 years. He later returned to athletics as the girls athletic director for 3 years and has since served as the district athletic director. Widely respected for his administrative expertise and deep knowledge of athletics, Chuck is one of the most highly regarded figures in the Dearborn Public Schools. His unwavering dedication and contributions to Fordson athletics in multiple roles place him among the most influential supporters of the Fordson legacy. That ChatGPT is really good. Chuck Silver. I'm going to give it back to Howard for a minute, and then we'll start raffling the stuff off.